coming right there.
Hey gents, welcome back to Tactical Rifleman. This video is brought to you in part by the nightvisionguys.com. You got all these different places you can buy night vision, Optics Planet, Amazon. Number 3 is the Night Vision Guys, and honestly, they should be top of the list. So if you're gonna buy any night vision, optics, stuff like that, do yourself a favor, go to the nightvisionguys.com. We've got a promo code for Tactical Rifleman viewers, gonna save you some money. I'm serious when I say that. Now, this week, I want to talk about the DBAL-A3. Everybody loves night vision shooting. Everybody loves shooting in the dark. I grew up through the military, PAC-4s, PQ-2s, PAC-15s, all these great things. Well, I'm here to tell you the DBAL-A3, this is the latest and greatest. This is the civilian version, right? So it's civilian legal for you to have. However, it still has the ITARs restrictions. So all our international viewers, sucks to be you, right? But this is legal for civilians that have, right? The features are freaking awesome on this thing. Now, it has IR laser still. It has a visible red laser. And then on the other side, it has the IR illuminator that you can focus from very, very wide CQB inside the room all the way down to a narrow beam for shooting at long-range targets. All right, zeroing is very, very easy. All right, windage elevation knobs on both sides. The mounting lever is super, super easy to use. And it's got 2 separate versions. One you can get with AA or one that will run off the CR123 battery. This is the CR123 version right here. Dude, I love this thing, I really do. Now, the selection knob on the back, when you first look at it, you're like, holy shit, there's way too many selections on this. It's really not. Off is the big white line. Off is straight out horizontal to the side. Visible green laser is 1 click down for low. Low green laser. 2 clicks down as far as it'll go, counterclockwise, is high powered visible green laser. Okay, put it back up onto off. Now, going in the other direction, up 1 click is aiming laser only on low, that's IR, all right? Then dual on low, in other words, you have the IR illuminator, the flashlight, and the infrared aiming laser on low. Go 1 more click, now you're in the high settings, and it is aiming laser only on high power. Then the next click is illuminator only, IR illuminator only, and then all the way clockwise gives you dual on high, the IR laser and the IR illuminator. Now that sounds complicated as hell, but let me break it down for you. From off, literally, all you're gonna do at night when you're wanting to run everything outside on the battlefield is you want maximum power and you want both the illuminator and the IR aiming laser. Run that puppy all the way clockwise till it stops. You're now on dual high. It's that easy. If you're wanting to use the visible laser, go all the way counterclockwise till it stops and you're on high power green aiming laser, or the red version if you have that. All right, so while it's a little intimidating when you first see the knob, oh, I don't know what everything does, don't worry about it. All right, now it does come with a safety blue screw for training that inserts in the bottom so that it does not allow you to reach the high visible green setting or any of the high settings for infrared. All right, it's for a safety thing. So in training, that blue screw right there keeps you from being able to use those settings. I immediately take the screw out, and there's a place to hold it right here. You can save this, save that blue screw for training, the screw in right there. I throw that bitch away. I don't care about safety, nothing. Right, so anyways, real easy to use. Mounting, this is what I really like about this thing, is the switch is easy, real easy to do. It's off all the way and it's locked on all the way, and it's very easy to remove and put on. Now, our PAC-15s, PQ-2s, they had a screw and it actually sat a little lower, closer on the gun, but I'm a fag now, former action guy, and a lot of my shooting, I don't run these things. I don't. In classes, the only time I would run this is classes like night class where we're doing lots of night shooting. So don't beat this thing up and have it on your gun all the time. I leave it off my gun. But if it's a time when we're doing our night shooting, all you do is open the latch, take your rifle, just clear spot on the rail, sit it on there, lock it down. The puppy's set, it's not gonna go anywhere, it's on there fine. All right, you get done shooting for the day, undo the lever, and you can put it away, put it back in the case, and you're not tearing up your $1,000 night vision tool. All right, now it comes with a couple different remote switches. Now, to me, this is a no-brainer. One has two attachment points, and one cable comes with one. Now, in the back of the unit, you'll see that there's actually two ports. The port that's to your left, right, this one right here, if you put it into that one, I'll stick it in there for you. All it does is no matter what position you put it in, all you're gonna get is that green laser. See the green laser on me? No matter what position you have it in, all you're gonna get is visible green laser. That's kind of a safety setting, right? Now, if you put it in the other side, it then allows all the other options on it. You can still get green laser, but only if you go down onto the green laser settings. Now, I've had guys say you have to plug in both of them if you want everything. Like that. That is not true. That's not true. Let me let that sink in. It is not true. The reason why they give you this is so that you can plug the other one into your flashlight, that visible light on your gun, so that when you're firing your green laser, the other one can turn on that visible light at the same time. For example, inside the shoot house, doing CQB. That way you're only having to push one button to do it. Now, I personally have my Surefire light set up to run off of its own touchpad. Okay, inside the house, I'm running my EOTech. I'm not worried about a visible green laser, right? So again, if you want to run all the settings, you don't need to use the dual head. Just use the single head, and it goes in the one to the far side. That's it. Just leave the other one open. Don't worry about it, right? Easy enough. Now, zeroing this thing is a piece of cake. Everybody thinks it's hard. You mount it on the gun. You put your switch into the back of it. I tuck mine up underneath, and I run my control. Run it off this side. I got my nice little touch button right there. Now, if you look in the manual that comes with it, there are all these things that have, okay, if you're at the 25-meter range, you have to aim so many inches this way and that way. Use special zero targets. If you've got it mounted on this side of the gun, you have to aim in a different spot. And the reason for that is your line of sight from the center of your EOTech, or aim point, is right here, but that aiming laser is set off to the side. No matter what distance you shoot at, it's only going to cross at one point, right? So they're having you aim down so that they cross at a set point. You've got a visible laser on this. Pick a distance that you plan on shooting this thing, all right? I like to use 150 meters because honestly, past 150 meters, it's very hard to identify friend or foe. It is. You can see the guy, but is he a guy that warrants deadly force? All right, so I find something 150 meters away. I wait till the sun's starting to go down. I get down behind my gun and dial, put your EOTech dot on the side of the building, 150 meters away, and dial your red laser to it. Once they're there, brother, you're zeroed. All right? The most you're gonna be is this far off, no matter what distance. Now, again, you have to talk about trajectory of the bullet. That's arcing as opposed to your laser. But brother, you do that, you're gonna be on the silhouette out to 200-300 meters. Seriously, it's literally that easy. So these guys are, oh man, we changed lasers. We've got to get the new zeroing target. Guys, when you do it and you think you're zeroed correctly at 25, a lot of times when the guys go out and they're actually shooting it at the 300-meter pop-up range, they're not hitting with their lasers anymore. They're like, oh, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Take it from me, guys. Years of experience, us doing this shit in the parking lot at Baghdad International Airport or the ICTF compound. just zero it on that distant building. The distances that you think you're going to be using it in combat, zero your IR laser like that. It's really not that hard. Now, this thing, why would you use this in CQB? When you're doing CQB, whether you're running your dual nods on your helmet or whether you're running a PVS-14 single on your skull crusher or even on a helmet, the reason why we like using IR illuminators is it allows you to just have that one optic up on your helmet. Now, when the military wants the guys to be able to see great, right, you've got choices. Right? Buy optics for everybody so they can see them, or buy a dedicated night weapon sight for the actual gun. But it can't do both. So what the IR aiming laser and IR illuminator allows you to do is now I don't have to bring my weapon all the way up and look with my nods through my EOTech. I can actually keep it down a little bit, keep my head up, so I've got situational awareness with my night vision goggles. And now I'm just using that laser to aim between the cameras and put my green dot on my target or my IR dot. It allows me to do that without having to try to get my night vision goggles all down behind my optics. So for close quarters battle, the aiming lasers are awesome, really are awesome. Now, that's not the only use for it. You'll notice I like running this thing. I'm gonna pull this off of this weapon and I'm gonna put it on this one over here. For those of you guys that are hunters, you love to do hunting, whether it's coyotes, hogs, whatever it is. One of my favorite settings on this thing is all the way clockwise to dual, right? Dual high IR, and then I come back one click. Now what that is my lasers are not on at all, but my illuminator is on high power. And then what I do is when I turn on my Gen 3 dedicated night vision sight, right? This Gen 3, it sees great, but sometimes there's not a lot of starlight. So what I do is I focus down that beam, that IR illuminator, so it only covers the max ordnance of my round, and it allows me to scan underneath those trees and the shadows, deep into those bushes. It allows me to see eyes reflecting earlier, and I can pick up those hogs, see which one is that big sow that I want, find that coyote that's out at a longer distance. And when I shoot, the IR light from my illuminator actually reflects off of the back of that Sierra Match King bullet, and I can then see trace that little moth in the headlights going downtown.
Just left of center.
Sternum. Target's back up.
Target's up.
Back up.
You want me to do the aim, shoot to the left, shoot to the right again?
Yes, please.
Alright, shooting left. 1 mil left elbow.
1 mil left elbow. Now to the right.
1 mil right elbow.
Alright, let's go head. Oh, that was beautiful.
Head.
That motherfucker down. Let's do a
3 mil hold.
Yep.
Cut it.
That was about 2 feet in front of him.
2 mil hold.
1 foot in front of him. We recording?
Yeah.
That was
1 mil hold.
Hit.
That
You got
was
a hit.
awesome, guy. Could you get that on video?
We did.
That was fucking sexy. There he goes.
1 mil hold.
Tail.
1.5.
One that was a hit.
1.7.
That was in front of him.
1.2.
That was a hit.
Flag, alright. 1.2. .8.
Lead head. Looked.
Looked trail to me.
Okay.
Just off the trail edge.
Alright.
Hit on the leading edge.
So 1 mil dot should be in front.
Go ahead and pause that.
All right, guys, so the DBAL-A3 with the green laser, IR laser, IR illuminator. It's a great piece of kit. I've loved all these aiming lasers as they came up through the generations in the military. This one right here is much better than anything I got to play with in the military before I retired. Great piece of kit. Thanks again to nightvisionguys.com for hooking me up with it. Great piece of kit. And y'all take care. Shoot straight. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter so you don't miss out on anything.